In the Great Swamp, when power shifts were built with blood. 10 years at the peak, the Lion King Sai Kai-kama controlled the entire Great Swamp, until the Lion Prince. Sai Kai's rebellion failed and he was expelled. The Lion King's aging caused the pride's power to decline. The Great Swamp's fate began to change. The hunting dog clan, nearly extinct by the Lion King, at this moment welcomed Foilina, a female hunting dog, the cruel queen who would rule the Great Swamp. Today, we focus on the extraordinary life of the hunting dog queen, a cruel ruler built by fate. Welcome to Universe Species. A feast for the eyes is about to begin. Foilina was born into the cruel Sith clan. This clan was full of blood and violence. They dared to steal food from lions and elephants, and had amazing records of surrounding and hunting male lions. But the Sith clan's glory was a joke before Sai Kai-kama. They openly defied the Lion King. Finally, the Sith clan was slaughtered by Sai Kai-kama, leaving only 2 survivors, and the clan of Wild Dog Lord Shaman was also affected. Both clans' stars dimmed, lost all their glory, lost all their powerful bloodlines. Lion King Sai Kai-kama unified the entire Great Swamp, owning the most fertile central territory, east and west. Northern Lion Kings all bowed to him. However, fate is such. Hope emerges from crisis. Foilina was born. The Sis family's sacrificial ceremony was ecstatic, and prophesied that Foilina would restore the Sis family's supreme glory. Indeed, Foilina was blessed with good fortune from childhood. She always found abundant food. When she grew up, the Lion King was dissatisfied with the central swamp area as food became scarce, and moved north to occupy the core water holes of the Great Swamp. His arrival brought valuable resources to the Wild Dog Pack. On the first night he occupied the water hole, a huge elephant collapsed from staying up late, becoming a feast for the wild dogs. All this led to the Wild Dog Queen's rise to prominence. As the Wild Dog Queen's rule over this territory gradually strengthened, her power continued to expand. Her children thrived under her leadership. Her domain expanded. Even fierce predators like leopards had to keep their distance. The Wild Dog Queen sent scouts to closely watch the Wild Dog Monarch's territory, staying vigilant against the Wild Dog Monarch potentially establishing new power, threatening her dominance. Additionally, the Wild Dog Queen also sent scouts to monitor Leopard Pula's territory, openly stealing Pula's food multiple times, filling Pula with resentment. As the Wild Dog Queen's pack grew in numbers, her rule became stronger, more brutal than during the lion's reign. They were not satisfied with simple hunting, but adopted a more vicious method, driving innocent antelopes into crocodile-infested waters, creating extreme fear. This poor antelope had to stand trembling in the river, sensing the approaching predators behind, daring neither to advance nor retreat. The wild dogs even stood on the bank mocking them. It was absolutely ruthless, infuriating to witness. Suddenly a crocodile surfaced, revealing its chilling head, then quietly submerged again. In the water, the crocodile's strength became even more powerful. It bit the antelope's leg, dragging it violently into the water. As the antelope struggled to stand up, the wild dogs mercilessly opened their jaws, preparing for the fatal strike. The antelope felt despair and was forced to lower its body. The crocodile seized the opportunity to drag half of the antelope's body into deep water, then performed its deadly death roll. Within just 30 seconds, the antelope's life came to an end. But the story was not over. The wild dogs saw their chance. Together they bit the antelope's legs, desperately dragging it towards the shore. If one wild dog was not enough, there were two. If two were not enough, there were three. The crocodile, seeing its prey being stolen, became furious and stubbornly tried to pull the antelope back. However, the wild dogs were numerous. The crocodile was at a disadvantage in the water and was finally dragged to the shore. The antelope's skin was torn, its life vanishing in despair. The wild dogs became increasingly cruel and exposed. They began tearing at the skin, burrows into the antelope's belly, frantically devouring its internal organs. Blood splatters everywhere, a bloody mess. It is too gruesome to watch. Time flies. The rainy season arrives in the blink of an eye. The Lion King, once feared by wild dogs, has grown completely old. The Wild Dog Queen is now completely unrestrained. The Wild Dog Queen seizes the opportunity, frantically expanding her pack, with a clear purpose, to avenge her deceased eldest son, and seize the throne of the Great Swamp. She is no longer content with being oppressed by lions. Now, it is time for them to take the top of the food chain. The Wild Dog Pack begins to openly challenge the lion pride, stealing their food. The lions feel threatened. Facing the threat of being pushed out of the food chain, they prepare to launch an attack. But the Wild Dog Queen quickly issues orders. Her legion assembles, preparing to completely surround the lion pride. The lions are finally forced to leave their territory. unable to turn back for now. Even the Lion King is unfortunately isolated as prey. In his old age, he can only clench his jaws to resist the opponent's attacks. Night falls, daylight returns, but the Wild Dog Queen's legion still cannot defeat the aging Lion King. Finally, they have no choice but to retreat. Moreover, the Western Lion King, also under the Wild Dog Queen's legion, is gradually retreating. At this moment in the Great Swamp, no other group could compete with them. The wild dogs took away the leftover food. This feeling of helplessness for a powerful predator was truly a devastating blow. The Marsh Lion King's defeat again made the Wild Dog Queen feel invincible. Now it is time to feast on the little elephant. To have a feast, she set her sights on the dying baby elephant. The elephant mother fell into deep despair. Her baby elephant lay sick on the ground. Tears glistened in the baby elephant's eyes, signaling a farewell to life. The baby elephant knew it was about to leave this world, but could not bear parting with its mother. And the elephant mother struggled to understand how her baby, full of life and joy just 2 days ago, had now lost all vitality. She decided to search for medicine to save her precious one. However, death came too soon. The vicious wild dogs stood by, mocking everything. They were lawless and knew no mercy. The elephant mother raised her trunk and let out a thunderous roar. Her huge ears shook. Dirt poured down like a flood. By now the baby elephant had completely stopped moving in front of her baby. The elephant mother, who tried to stay strong, finally let her tears fall. She reluctantly extended her left leg, gently touching the baby's body, praying for heaven to give life to her baby. But the baby elephant gave no response. The elephant mother let out a heart-wrenching cry, tears streaming down. She extended her trunk, gently stroking the baby elephant's back. This was how she used to play with her baby. Unfortunately, the little one never responded again. That is how it was. The hunting dog queen was still mocking and preparing to divide the little elephant's body. This was unbearable. Elephant Siming charged towards the hunting dogs, wanting to kill the giant insects before him. But this was exactly what the hunting dog queen wanted. The hunting dog queen ordered her guards to go to draw the elephant's attention, while she herself bit hard on the baby elephant's body, preparing to drag it away. This strategy, the hunting dog queen was confident she believed this plan, except for the wild dog king, was almost irresistible to other animals. However, the elephant saw the hunting dog queen actually devoured the baby elephant's corpse. His eyes filled with anger and sadness. In an instant, the baby elephant's body was torn apart. The hunting dogs were numerous. Even though the elephant was furious, the elephant was enraged, but there was nothing he could do. At present, in the Great Swamp, only the wild dog pack could stand against them. After all, the wild dog's new ruler Jiko was benevolent yet warlike, and had strong leadership. He inherited the will of the wild dog shaman to restore the glory of the dog pack, to overthrow the cruel reign of the hunting dog queen. At this time, Jiko was leading the wild dog pack hunting, restoring the confidence and will left by the wild dog lord. Meanwhile, he implemented benevolent policies, making those former subordinates of the wild dog lord obediently. The art of kingship was clearly demonstrated with perfect mastery, but these alone were not enough. Jiko was a benevolent leader. He allowed those old warriors who could no longer fight to stay. Ahead was a large herd of antelopes. Jiko understood that besides showing mercy, he must demonstrate strong leadership and fighting ability. He led from the front, quietly hiding in the grass, judging the antelope's best escape route, preparing to achieve the best results with minimal cost. He would not let himself get hurt, nor would he let his pack lose lives in the struggle, because only this way would he be qualified to fight the cruel queen of hunting dogs. After lying in wait, at Jiko's command, the pack instantly charged forward to chase their prey. The antelope ran swiftly, trying to escape, but unfortunately, it failed. Wild dog leader Jiko led the pack forward, chasing and surrounding, hunting. The wild dogs strategically surrounded from behind, blocking all the antelope's escape routes. Finally successfully captured the antelope. His outstanding leadership made the pack display unparalleled fighting power. He became the new king of the pack when his queen gave birth to 8 adorable pups. Along with the massive pack, the wild dog clan entered an unprecedented period of prosperity. However, one day, a wandering male lion quietly entered Jiko's territory. The puppies were playing around. To protect the safety of these pups, Kwaisu immediately ordered Dog 3 to go, to attract the attention of the wandering male lion, while instructing Wu Hoa to take the puppies back to their den. The wandering male lion was successfully attracted by Dog 3, turned and charged towards Dog 3, moving away from the wild dog pup's den. Seeing this, Dog 3 quickly ran away, teasingly saying, "Come chase me." This made the wandering lion completely forget about the wild dog den and chase frantically. The wild dog pups were finally safe. The puppies returned safely to their den. It seemed like divine intervention. If these pups were lost, then overthrowing the hunting dog queen's rule would be almost impossible. As time passed, the pups grew up. Jiko ordered, leading the wild dog legion to the territory absolutely ruled by the hunting dog queen. That place was full of food, but also accompanied by great danger. A striped wildebeest appeared before them. Jiko immediately locked onto the target. Their strategy was to hunt the striped wildebeest to attract the hunting dog queen's legion. This was a chance to test the hunting dog queen's defensive capabilities in the swamp area. He ordered to successfully capture the wildebeest. The bloody scent attracted the hunting dog queen's defense. The legion's Jiko was secretly pleased. He signaled the pack to step back, showing weakness and consent. 2 hunting dogs from the hunting dog queen's defense legion casually entered to devour the prey. He wanted to numb the hunting dog queen's vigilance. He even wants to take this opportunity to capture the hound queen's castle, to make the hound queen lose her throne and her life. Ironically, the hound queen's defense forces believe it is because of the hound queen's powerful rule and deterrence that these dog packs dare not confront her. The masterpiece understands they already have enough strength to overthrow the hound queen's rule. He decided to quickly train and feed the pack to make them strong enough for future challenges. He understood that next would be continuous hunting for food, sharing the food with all members of the wild dog pack to make them strong and healthy. With each extra bite of food, the wild dog pack gains more strength to tear away at the hound queen's flesh. They intensify their training, preparing to break the hound queen's rule. The hound queen's greed knows no bounds, secretly hoarding food, thinking when all pack members are asleep she can act without restraint. However, her daughter saw through everything. Ignoring the hound queen's warning, she directly retrieved the food hidden in the water, loudly demanding why food was being hidden. The hound queen's inner rage was about to explode. It seems every tyrant has a reckless, foolish child. Her son had already been killed by the Lion King. She had placed all her hopes on her daughter, Kyurku, but never expected her daughter to be so foolish. This behavior filled the Hound clan's leadership with discontent. They found it hard to understand. The hunting dog queen was incredibly greedy and boundless. After all, the hunting dog kingdom had few allies left. The hunting dog queen's actions would lead to internal collapse. The hunting dog queen's generals were plotting schemes, secretly planning a coup. Meanwhile, the dog pack leader Jikua had been dedicatedly training his pack, waiting for the right moment. The pack's puppies gradually developed hunting abilities. One day, one of the hunting dog queen's scouts fell behind. Jikua, along with his 8 children, surrounded the scout. The puppies faced the enemy without fear, because they believed Jikua's words, knowing these were their enemies, who must be defeated. The puppies quickly launched their attack, surrounding the hunting dog sentinel. The hunting dog was forced to crouch down, covering its rear, feeling ashamed and helpless. This scene greatly satisfied Jikua. He knew the time was right to lead the pack into battle. To eliminate the hunting dog queen, they launched their attack. One by one, the hunting dog's territories fell. Finally, the hunting dog queen was cornered on the grassland. Jikua ordered the pack to unite and savagely attack the hunting dog queen. Finally, the hunting dog queen, who ruled the Great Swamp for 3 years, met her unfortunate end. Thus, Jikua and his pack successfully overthrew the hunting dog queen.